and welcome to Grace and Lottie's. Elizabeth here, going to be jumping in for another app review today, and I am doing this one as a first look, a blind playthrough, however you want to think about it. I have not touched this app yet. I found it in the App Store. I've gotten it downloaded, so I don't have to worry about it waiting for it to download. But I went through and I thought, okay, since in my live streams, a lot of people have said we need to try diamond painting next as our do together craft. I've never done a diamond painting before, so I thought this would be a great way to try it out a little bit before I do it. So I was like, let's look up some diamond painting apps. And this one had pretty high reviews, 4.7 with 22,000 ratings. It is the Diamond Painting Art Book. Right here, you can see it's 4.4 plus. Not a shock there. Normally these apps aren't really for, they're designed for adults, but there's nothing in them that would, say, not safe for work kind of content. Probably a few out there, but you can see the art we have here. It was kind of fun to see the Om Nom right there. I have not thought about the game Cut the Rope in a little bit. We have lots of artwork, new pictures every day, hundreds of diamonds. Release pressure. So this could be interesting. I am using my Apple Pencil, so pressure is a thing that will do stuff. So I'm curious to see how this will all work. How this will be different than other paint by number apps. So I'm super curious on this. So anyway, we'll see. Here's the reviews. I love this game. Has potential. So two different ones. Now note the one that they have picked that's the lower one. Is from 2 years ago. It says coloring is fun and not as finger intensive as some other coloring apps. You can literally just swipe your finger across the screen a bunch and color the pictures. This is way more satisfying than the other apps because it removes the hunt and peck. Okay. That's interesting. I find it very rage inducing that I can't choose a new default gem style and have to watch an ad every time I want to change to pearls instead of sequins. I think the sequins are ugly and make the picture too distracting. So this is going to be something we'll need to look at here in a minute, is the different bits on this. It's not a great choice for default gem. I think there's a reason that they are trying to make you look like watch an ad to get it changed. So I watched an ad to unlock a gem style. It should be unlocked permanently. You can even have some premium ones you have to pay for, but I think you should add new ones beyond what's there if you plan to do that. So yeah, I'll be able to change the default gem style to something other than sequins or diamonds without watching an ad every time, without having to change it in every single picture. Pictures so far are nice, and there are even some super nice ones you don't have to pay a premium sub for, which is cool if you work on changing a couple things. Okay, so that is still, I would say that's still a fairly, it's still a good review. It's still fairly positive. It doesn't feel like it was negative. This is a horrible app. In-app purchases, let's look at those here real quick. Okay, the art, $7.49, an annual is $59, and a monthly is $13.99. So feels a hair expensive. So let's go ahead and dive in, right? Let's check this guy out. Let's see what all of it's here. Here we go. So had a little bit of an issue there. I thought I was recording because this is a portrait mode app, and I wasn't, and I lost well over an hour and a half to 2 hours of content, which isn't a whole lot of fun, in which I did our first one here to kind of check it out. Figured out what the play button and the diamond mean, kind of did the first look. So gonna go back and don't worry, you're gonna get to see everything. It's just gonna have to do it in a slightly different order. But so in case you're wondering, play button means you have to watch an ad to get it. The gem means you have to pay. So right here you see you have to upgrade. Right there. You can get 1 week, 1 month, or $59.99 for the year. So those are there for that. With one that an ad, you just watch an ad, and who knows what ad you're going to get. It's kind of a little bit of a fun little gamble there, I guess. Anyway, so let's just jump in and let's do one of these really, really quick. We'll go through real quick. They've still got theme, so you can kind of see Sweet Love and Om Nom. Those are the only two themes. Artwork shows you once you've finished. Is there a settings feature on this? There we are. Music, sound, feedback. there you go. Those are the choices here. Nice and simple. The music is pretty like chill, like you can hear it running under me right now. So that's nice that it's there. Yeah, no jarring. The sounds are not jarring as well. So we'll hear the sounds in just a second. So we'll do this lady right here. So the cool thing with this, again, I've had time to figure it out, is what you can do is you can just take, like I'm using an Apple Pencil, you could use your finger, and what you do is you press, and I'm just bringing my pencil around and over. You can see the little trail there, and so I can just drag and let it go, which is nice and pleasant to do. I've learned the secret with this is to not lift your pencil or your finger until it switches to the next color. Because if you do it that way, if you miss one of the dots, you can just kind of wiggle it around everywhere to find one of the spots. Like I just did there. See, I could just keep wiggling. If I lifted it, I would have to tap on the spot where it was missing. Like I just did here. There it is, right there. Fortunately, I saw it. Okay, there we go. Done quickly. I'll have like the finish time. I didn't look up at my recording length to know for sure the exact time. Now this is the base sequin here. So in a second we'll look and go see the other. Okay, there we go. Base sequins, another ad. So now let's go. Oh, I don't want to click. I didn't want that. So we're gonna go down here because I picked this guy right then here. Where did he go? Well, I've scrolled down a lot further than I thought, almost to the bottom. Okay, so they say they're adding a lot of artwork. This is all of the artwork, right? I wouldn't say that's a ton of artwork, but I've been doing this one here, another ad. Okay, so what I wanted to show with this guy is right here. So you see we've got all of these different little things that you can use, right? Things that you can use. That sounds really fancy. You have all these different gems you can use to do it. Looking for a paw print. And so I'm going to do this one in all of the different gems so that you guys can see the differences, and then come back and we'll kind of talk through using the gems to create something interesting and how you can mix and match. So anyway, this is going to take a minute. I will try to record how long it takes, but just know that it is not like I already made it to here in the recording that stopped, and yeah, not happy that I lost that recording. So anyway, I will be back in a few minutes. You guys will get to see all the differences, and I hope you enjoy. After playing around, I figured out something that makes this a lot easier than the way I was doing it before. So I'm happy to share that once you finish one, look, you can change right here. You don't have to keep doing it over and over again to use a different gem. Now, the picture takes like 1 to 2 minutes. So it's not long to do this, but watching the ad to unlock the gem pretty much takes as long as it does to create the picture, to color it in. So you can see we got a bunch here. That last one's a paw print. Wish I could zoom in just a little bit more as I'm going through them, because it's a little hard to see. I could zoom in. Okay, never mind. I can zoom this in a little bit in post and make it a little bit bigger for everybody to see. I think my favorite. So surprisingly, I liked the button one. I didn't think I would, but I liked the button one more than I would have thought. I still like the regular sequins, but I think this gem also does a good job with it. The individual pearls also are good just to give like a little dot of color, which is nice. Then you can also, if you use this one, it's kind of like it's cross-stitched, is what I thought with the squares there. So that's a different look, kind of looks more stitched than anything. Now the hearts are fun. The stars, they're all fun. But what I want to try to do now is I'm going to, after I've done this one so you can just see them all here a little bit slower. The snowflake one, I feel like is very repetitive compared to the flower right there. The sunburst gives a nice little texture, but it's not a lot of texture on it. Panda, it's more novelty. Again, it is a slightly different texture. We've got this, which is just the squares turned a slightly different way, so they are diamonds. Again, gives it kind of the look of being stitched. And then the paw prints are also another fun little thing. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out of here. We're going to continue. We're going to have to watch an ad. It was fortunately a short ad. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart this one. Now that we've seen it with all the different ones. And I want to instead do these in a bunch of different, I'm going to try to do these in different textures. Like one of them I know I want to do is I want to do this area. With that one. So it's like more like a fern frond right there. So that's a fun texture. Those are the centers of the flower. So the centers of the flower I want to be a little more pronounced. So let's go with these guys for the centers of the flower. Oh, it's changing all of them. I can't mix and match. What fun is that? I want to be able to mix and match. Well, there goes that for fun. Okay, so now we know you can't mix and match them. So, exiting out. I'm going to watch another ad. So that's pretty much it for this app. I'm a little let down that you can't mix and match the gems. I think that would be an incredible addition for this, because that would just like make these like infinitely creative. Now, the fact that you've got so many choices for how you want to fill it in with the different gems does make the pictures go a little bit further. Again, I'm a little bit let down that there aren't as many pictures as I would like to see, but I mean, for a free app, I mean, obviously I would not pay $60 a year for this, but for a free app, I think this is a fun little way to pass time. It is, especially once I learned how to move my Apple Pen to make it go really fast, because the first time I was just tapping like each individual one almost. But yeah, once I learned how to do it, they move pretty fast. You can do one in like 1 to 2 minutes. It's really not long or super detailed with it. But that is it for today. I'm going to be reviewing some more diamond painting apps so that I can see what is out there. But this was the first one. So if you've tried it, I would love to know down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about it. And be watching for more of those coming. Plus, live streams every week. We're working on a paint by number right now that is a lot of fun doing it together. It's not too late to jump in. We're about at the halfway point. We're only doing 2 colors a week to kind of keep it doable for people on their own, so it's not like overwhelming to try to get it done. So anyway, I would love to have you join us on that again. We do that on Saturday mornings. The time varies depending on when I have to take my daughter to work. So I like doing it 9, but some weeks I have to do it at 10:30. Just depends right there. So that is it for today. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a like. Consider a subscribe. That would be super cool of you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.